What's going on, guys? This is your boy XQ420 here, and in today's video, we're going to be going over a little bit of a scuffle that happened out there in Idaho. Now, it wasn't fisticuffs. There were no blows thrown. There were no shots fired. But it was a little bit of a of a tussle between the lieutenant governor of Idaho and the actual true standing governor of Idaho. It seems that the governor of Idaho had went out of state. And so when he leaves, that gives the authority to the lieutenant governor as if she would be the actual governor of the state. So she went in there and she went ahead and issued an executive order right out the gate that would do away with people being able to mandate mask, okay, the sacred cloth. And she was met with a little pushback when little got back. Let's jump into this. Alright guys, I want to welcome everybody back to the channel. I hope y'all having a fantastic day, Memorial Weekend. If it's your first time here, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, you will not regret it. Going ahead and diving right in. Article right here, Idaho Lieutenant Governor fills in while Governor out of state issues executive order banning mask mandates. Okay, now the governor of Idaho is Governor Brad Little, and the Lieutenant Governor is Governor Janice McGeachin. I believe that's how you say her name. Both Republicans, okay? Now, the key thing to remember here, there's a couple key points here. Both Republican, of course. Also, there was never a statewide mask mandate for Idaho, okay? So keep that in mind. But, you know how everybody was about the mask. Everybody was jumping on board. All your local municipalities, local businesses, and things of that nature. Oh, they were mandating that thing right quick. Okay, so it seems like Governor Brad Little, he had left the state to attend the Republicans Governors Association conference in Nashville, Tennessee. And McGeachin, she saw the opportunity. Okay, and you know what they always say: when you see the opportunity, when the opportunity arises, do not let it pass you by. Strike while the iron yet remains warm, okay? I don't ever say hot. I always say while the iron yet remains warm. So she struck. She said, now that you've left, now I have become acting governor, and hereby I have the same powers that you had when you were here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do away with this nonsense, okay? Because we all know out here in the crowd, okay? We all know about the sacred cloth, and I got to start calling it that because, you know, you could get struck by what you say. So I'm going to call it the sacred cloth. So it's a shame you got to speak in parables and stuff. I mean, we got to go biblical on them, okay? Everything got to be in parables. I mean, we can't just come out and tell you the deal. We got to talk in parables. But we know that the sacred cloth, nobody has any data to show you that it has saved one single life, okay? Y'all ain't got no data out there. These folks that are in the cult, you can't show me a chart or nothing. Because, I mean, all the charts would be like, hey, but I mean, that sacred cloth ain't got nothing to do with the correlation of the disease that should not be named. Of course. And, you know, people still cling to that thing. So McGeachin right here, she's seen the opportunity. She sees the opportunity. She said, I'm stamping my name on this thing. And of course, they come out with the tweet because, you know, you got to let everybody on Twitter know it. So so folks can get up there and bash you, okay? Because, you know, there's some folks out there, they have folded all to pieces now that the cloth has been, well, they ain't been taken from them, but the mandates have been lifted. Because they're like, oh, man, people are irresponsible. I was like, whatever. You know, you can be responsible at your house and let everybody else live, okay? Now, it says right here, Janice McGeachin, this is what she put up on Twitter. Today, as acting governor of the state of Idaho, whew, boy, I'm having issues talking right now. I signed an executive order to protect the rights and liberties of individuals and businesses by prohibiting the state and its political subdivisions, including public schools, from imposing mask mandates in our state. Now, there's a reason why she did that, okay? Because I'm pretty sure she's seen in areas, in schools, where they were forcing people to wear the sacred cloth, all right? And she was like, look, but it ain't right. It ain't even all right. There ain't no data that you can show me that has any effect on the disease that shall not be named, okay? You got no data. A study that the CDC put out that says, oh, so folks went to a hair salon and they didn't get it when they were there, man, it ain't no study. They still got that jive up on their site. It's like, bud, that ain't no study, okay? I mean, the one true study they did in Denmark, you know, folks poo-pooed that thing. How dare they do a study like that, showing us that this sacred cloth doesn't save people. It's a lie, I swear to you. So, Governor Little, she went right out there and did that. Now, the Lieutenant Governor, not Governor Little, Governor McGeachin, I'm sorry, she went out there and did that. Now, she did not let Governor Little know that she was going to do that, okay? She was like, I ain't got time to be messing around with this dude. I'm going out here and I'm getting the thing done, okay? All right? Now, one of the things that she said, I've been listening to people all across the state with a concern about especially why our little kids being forced to wear masks in school. Said, my oath to the Constitution is to protect those rights and freedoms of the individual, and I've never supported any type of mandate on the individual, especially when it comes to healthcare choices. Spot on. Informed consent. That's what I'm talking about. Informed consent. That's the main thing. Now, folks are calling this political theater, and it might be, okay, because she is running for governor, okay. She plans on running for the governorship. So that is her plans. Could it be political theater? Of course. You've got to always put that into account. But I will say one thing. We need to get rid of these the cloth as soon as possible, okay? Because there's already a niche of folks that we're not going to be able to recover. All right. So so getting rid of this cloth, getting as far removed away from the cloth as possible is what needs to happen immediately. And if it needs to happen this way, it just needs to happen that way. Now I know what people say. It's like, oh man, it's once again edicts from up top. Look, bud, I don't know how else to get around it. All right. Regardless of what we think about the government and things of that nature, at the end of the day, even if we destroyed the government, there would still be pockets of people who rule. Because a lot of people need somebody to look up to tell them what to do. That's just all there is to it. They can't govern themselves. All right. They just ain't got the ability. And we've seen through folks' critical thinking that they don't have the ability. But Brad Little got back, okay? And when he got back, oh yeah, he was PO'd, okay? He was having none of it. And it says right here, Idaho Governor repeals Lieutenant Governor's executive order banning mask mandates, unloads on her irresponsible abuse of power, okay? Now, as I said before, there was no mask mandates sent down from up on high to the local levels, okay? But there were still, on your local municipalities and governments, they were still issuing said edicts, okay? Now, of course, Brad Little got back and he said the action that took place was irresponsible, self-serving political stunt. And like I said, I'm not going to sit here and say that it was not a political stunt, that it was not political theater. But what McGeachin was doing was looking around and like, hey, I'm looking around at DeSantis, I'm looking at Abbott, I'm looking at, God, I can't think of the woman's name in Iowa. I'm looking at Iowa, and then I'm even looking at the blue states, okay? Well, not all the blue states, I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me retract that. The blue states ain't went as far as, but, banning the whole mask thing. They ain't went that far yet, okay? They might have said there's no more mask mandates, but they ain't went that far yet. But she said, I'm looking around, I'm looking at what's successful, what people are responding to. And she said, now's the opportunity. Like I said, political stunt, I mean, that probably has some bearing into it. We got to be honest about this, okay? People have ambitions and things of that nature. But, I mean, I approve of the move, okay? Because, I mean, why you got the little kids wearing the cloth? No, the data's out. It's a year's worth of data. And the data would suggest the kid's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? But they won't let it go. I mean, they won't let it go at all. Now, it said the governor accused McGeachin's order of usurping legislative powers with an over-the-top executive action that amounts to tyranny. Oh, Lord. His repeal order aims to restore local control, so local tyranny is fine, okay? Now, I want you to make sure that what you're hearing right here, local tyranny and private sector tyranny is fine, okay? That's fine. I'm fine with that, all right? But her banning the mask mandate is some amount of tyranny. Now, that is not to say that she didn't come out and say, like, I'm making it where if you wear a mask, we throwing you in jail. That ain't what she was saying. And that's what folks don't understand, okay? A repeal of a mask mandate don't mean that you can that you have to stop wearing yours. You can continue to wear it, okay? I mean, so that's the whole premise. So it said to aims to restore local control over public health ordinances, permitting Idaho localities to impose mask mandates, including for children, if they deem it necessary to protect public health. Okay, now let's look at Idaho, okay? Idaho got let's say 1.8 million, had 2,000 total deaths. Let me raise this up actually so I can see it better. So 1.8 million, 2,000 total deaths from the COVID, with the COVID. So man, there won't never any type of overall danger from what we're seeing right here on the numbers, okay? And it ain't got nothing to do with wearing no cloth, okay? I mean, I'm just sorry. Ain't got nothing to do with it, all right? It's just case in point, end of story. Now, Brad Little, last year, he imposed a lockdown. He imposed restrictions. He didn't impose a mask mandate, but he did impose those restrictions on capacity and things of that nature. So how can he come out and state that this amounts to tyranny when he was knee deep in the tyranny not that long ago? Okay, that's all your boy's trying to figure out, all right? That's all I'm trying to figure out. And that's what I've always said. I said, man, just because they got an R beside their name don't mean jack shit, okay? It don't mean nothing. It don't mean they for you. It don't mean they looking out for your best interest or any of the above, okay? And I firmly believe that. So, McGeachin, from what he's saying, McGeachin, she abused her power by trying to get this cloth off the kid's face and things of that nature, get it out of the public, take that power away from the local municipalities, because it looks like they were just going to keep, going with their mandates. It's like, bud, the data's out, man. I mean, let the folk go. And if you can't let them go, then sometimes the use of force is necessary, okay? For the betterment of people, okay? For the betterment of all right? Because if it don't come from up top, then sometimes folks feel like they got to take it into their own hands. And they don't want us to be vigilantes out here. You know what I'm saying? When folks start getting itchy, when the trigger finger starts itching, now we're gonna run into some issues on a massive scale. So and of course we've seen parents going up to schools and things of that nature, and just pure T raising hell, which I feel like they should have been doing a long time ago. I don't have children, but I felt like the parents should have been in there and in some folks' faces a long time ago, and they got some things done. So we see what type of thought process Brad Little has right here. So shutting businesses down, restricting their capacity, restricting what they can do, that's not tyranny. But trying to do away with mask mandates, not stripping people of the ability to wear a mask, okay? But doing away with the local municipality's ability to impose mask mandates upon people, all of a sudden that's tyranny, okay? I got you, ain't no problem. We understanding what you saying, Brad Little, okay? So, in closing on this, I just want to show y'all this back and forth as far as between the Lieutenant Governor of Idaho and the actual Governor of Idaho. And the Governor of Idaho, this was a weak move, and when they come back and, and I'm going to be honest, when people come back and look at this, they'd be like, well, dang, Bo, McGeachin was trying to get some stuff done, because I still got, my local government still, trying to hold me back and things of that nature. So, the local schools, they won't let the thing go. And McGeachin's like, man, we need to let it go. So, I'm going to have to put my foot down on letting it go, because folks don't want to listen. So they're going to see how Brad Little approached this, and this may make a difference during the next election. But I want to know what y'all's thoughts are on this in the comment section below. As we saying, was she an interest of her political career? Of course. I mean, let's get serious, bud. People's personal interests, I mean, they do matter. It is your life, so I mean, she's got ambitions and things of that nature. But I appreciate, her going out there and allowing folks to know that, hey, look, bud, I'm against this cloth, okay? This whole sacred cloth thing. So, and especially seeing how they want to keep the kids masked up. So, like I said, I want to let y'all know. I want to let y'all know. I want to know y'all's thoughts on this in the comment section below. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. This has been your boy XQ420. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.